How are you? And today we're going to dive into the Aries May 2022 reading. We have this wonderful malachite skull that perhaps will hang out with us today. And by the way, I decided to go with a little bit of color magic, and I went with some malachite nails that I put on yesterday. All right, so you guys, my name is Tara and I'm with Kittens, Weights, and Tarot. You can find out all of my information down below, checking out my website or my own mystery school, which is happening continuously, all the courses on there. But maybe also checking out Desert Cauldron, which, by the way, we have a couple of smoke blends in our shop created by me. And this one is called Spirit Rising. And actually, I used this one today. I use it more during altar work and like spirit connection, offering divination work, and paired that with a little bit of our herby green friend. So happy 420 to all of those who partake. You can definitely mix this with your green stuff. So anyway, let's go ahead and dive into what Aries has cooked up for them in May 2022. So last month went really well with doing the zodiac readings, and so here I am again this month going 12 days full of zodiac readings, 12 evenings. So I hope you guys enjoy this. I enjoy doing them because I love interacting with you guys. All right, so the decks that I'm going to be working with today, I have my Wally's World Oracle, of course, and if you're interested in Wally's World, the link is down below. I'm also going to be using the Playful Heart Tarot, the Essential Oil Oracle, and my Daily Crystal Inspiration cards. And then I brought out a few other decks for a few other areas that we're going to get into with Aries. And this one is my Witches Tarot, or Tarot of the Witches. Kind of looks like this. So pretty awesome deck. Thought it would be really nice for the month of May. So we'll see how they work out for this month. I'm also going to use the Universal Folk Oracle and the 100 ink animals. Again, they don't really have a box, but here are the backs of those cards, and it's very simple ink drawing with animal medicine and their message. So definitely going to bust those out as well. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Now that we know what decks we're going to be using, I have my little kind of outline for our chat today. So I'm going to go ahead and cast an elemental circle. You don't physically, of course, have to be here with me when I cast my elemental circle, as it is energetic. So it does not know space or time. So no matter what time you're watching this, perhaps replay, even if it's a year from now, you're within that circle during the time of the reading. Then I'm going to dive into our monthly reading for Aries for May 2022. We'll take a look at specifically health, wealth, love, and career. Then we'll take a look into an opportunity and a block that might possibly occur during May of 2022. And then we get to do a little bit of a viewer's choice. So everybody who's in the chat today, I have a couple of questions. You get to vote on the one that you would like me to pull cards on. Afterwards, we'll go into a healing, we'll close up our circle, and then we'll do my gratitudes for you guys. And James and I, James over at Light of Raga, we came up with a spread. It's a kind of 5-card, but it kind of can expand upon it, but it's more of a Taurian spread since we are going into Taurus season. And so we picked some questions that not only are for Taurus or anybody that has Taurus in their chart, but also just for all of us to take a look into May of 2022. So I'm going to use it for all of the zodiac signs. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So I have a lovely green candle here. I'm just really in a green mood, matching my green nails. And I like to incorporate all of the elements. So of course I'm incorporating fire at the moment, with a little bit of my Palo Santo for air energy. Just letting it get caught on the flame for just there we go. All right. Just clearing up the space. Again, using the intention of each of these elements, and as they go out there, they're for you as well. All right, next, using my water element. This is actually some full moon water from a couple of moons ago. But just, again, the intention is to clear the area so that our messages are for our best and highest good. All right. And then lastly, for earth energy, I'm going to utilize my Mosasaur wand tooth. It actually has an Ethiopian opal in it for some nice earth energy. And Los Dilos is here. Hello, hello. Says, hope you're doing well. I'm doing fantastic. Hope you are having a lovely Wednesday evening. All right, so let's go ahead and call in the elements. So I like to start at the north, and the north is to the right of me. So give me just a moment to get myself nice and grounded, pulling down that source energy, directing it out up through my heart, to my arms, to the wand, and nice blue light coming out. Asking the elements and the elementals of the north to help us to cast our circle today. Asking the elementals of the east to help us to cast our circle today. Asking the elementals of the south to help us to cast our circle today. Asking the elementals of the west for helping us to cast our circle today. All right, the circle is cast. Let our work begin. All righty. Okay, so I like to also break up the energy with a little bit of sound. So I'm going to use my Tibetan singing bowls. Give me just a moment, and then we'll start pulling those cards. Hey, Michelle. All right, and the sound you hear in the background is our air conditioner, and that's because it is in the upper 80s right now. Yes, it's already after 7 o'clock. It's still in the upper 80s here in the valley. Well, that's because we're having a lovely spring right now. Okay, so give me just a moment to pull all of the cards. You guys get nice and comfortable, get something to drink, a pillow, a blankie, water, glass of tea, a beer, who knows, whatever you guys need to drink right now. Okay, so I'm going to use Wally's World just to pull a theme card for the month, and I'm going to set that aside. Theme for Aries, May 2022. Theme for Aries, May 2022. All right, I'm going to keep that faced away from me. And we'll put these off to the side. I'm going to bust out that Playful Heart Tarot so I can pull those 5 cards associated with the spread that James and I created. This deck is a little on the slip slidey, so I have to like wrangle it real quick. Okay, let's move my spread ski over here. All right, okay. So let me read the questions to you guys, and then I'll go ahead and pull those cards. So the first question that I'm asking, as it pertains to Taurus season, but also to all of the signs. So where do I have an excess of abundance? Sometimes, well, anything in excess can sometimes be not such a good thing. So maybe where do we have an excess of it? Or in a positive light, where do we have an excess? Okay, then we look into where our boundaries are strong and where our boundaries have been lacking. Next, how we can form stronger bonds with others. And our final question, a Taurian trait that we can all embrace. All right, so here we go. Ooh, okay. All right. All right, put these cards off to the side. just like that. And I'll pull you guys an essential oil card that you could possibly use for the month. It's totally up to you. Or maybe you find an herb or an essential oil similar in energy. Just thought it would be a nice little extra for our reading. Okay. I'm just keeping everything turned over, like face down at the moment, just so I don't get all of the messages at once. Okay. And then lastly, just pulling a daily crystal inspiration card for a possible crystal that you guys can use in May of 2022. Again, maybe just meditate on the energy of the image if you don't have that particular stone, or find a stone that you really do resonate with that has a similar energy. All right. I always believe in utilizing all that we can, all of the natural world and the unnatural world to help us to achieve our goals. All right. Okay, so let's take a look at that theme card. So what does Wally say that we have cooked up for Aries, May 2022? The theme that we have here, you see this is actually the Great Wall of China, and that picture was taken by me back in, was it 2009, I believe? I went with a few educators. It was an educator's tour to China. So let's take a look at that theme then. Okay, so the theme for Aries is the Great Divide. So either being on one side of the fence or the other, looking at everything as if it were clearly black and clearly white, that there is no gray area. And so that might be problematic in, you know, various areas within our lives, but just to be careful and just to watch out for that, where maybe we overhear a conversation or we get into an argument with somebody, or even if it's a jovial argument, but taking a firm stance on one side or the other as if there were only two sides. Of course, there's always room for gray area and other points of view, so just make sure that you're being open to that this month, not maybe catching yourself becoming a little too solidified in a belief in the instance where you're not listening to other points of view. So it's okay to have firm beliefs, but as long as we're taking into account all other points of view as well. All right, so let's take a look at our first card here. Where are we having a bit of an excess of abundance in May of 2022? Where is the excess? Oftentimes we're always calling in abundance, but where do we have an excess of this abundance? And we have the Four of so this is what I'm getting. So and this again, you know, we're reaching kind of a wide group of people with, you know, everybody having Aries either as their sun sign, moon, or rising, or elsewhere in their chart. But this Four of Cups energy I'm getting is the meh energy, like an overabundance of meh. So no matter like what creative fun project people come up with, or hey, you want to go do this tonight, or you know, maybe some of the things that used to do that were fun, maybe you're just kind of like, I don't really feel like that, I really don't feel like that, I don't feel like hanging out with these people. So when we feel like that in a particular month, maybe try not to force the meh feeling. Meaning, don't force yourself to go out and go do something if you're really not feeling it, you know, that you feel like you'll just be kind of a bump on the log, you know, in that particular journey. So really honor our feelings when we get into that meh mindset. It might be because we have been overexerting ourselves and we're having a little bit of mental burnout. Maybe we're having physical burnout and our body just needs a break. Maybe our, you know, energy just needs a break. So make sure that you're paying attention to that. Looks like there is an excess of having done too much in the, I guess, weightlifting world, workout world, because I am kittens, weights, and tarot. Oftentimes there's fatigue that happens even in the top athletes. When somebody's working out every day, at a certain point, the body starts doing this like, you know, it doesn't really feel like it wants to go to the gym that day. It doesn't really feel like it wants to push itself that day. So it ends up getting into a meh mindset. So please honor that, as it seems like that is going to be some excess for the month of May. So if you had a lot cooked up and you're feeling or not really feeling it, then remember, well, there's always next month. All right. Okay, so let's take a look at our second question here is where have our boundaries been weak? All right, let's just get this card off the ground here. All right, and we have the Fool card. Okay, so where we could use a little bit of love and a little bit of help in our boundaries is when it comes to the things that we want to do and truly light us up. I know many of us are, empathic. We care about other people's opinions, other people's feelings. But when it happens to the detriment of your own wants, needs, and feelings, then that creates an imbalance of energy. So, Roberto, hey, it says hello, all, many blessings. So, remember to honor yourself as well. It seems like Aries, this is really a month of really tuning in and listening to you and your energy and what you truly want. And so, when it comes to boundaries of, like, let's say going somewhere, doing fun things, it's good, yes, to take into account what other people want to do, but maybe not always going along with everybody else just because it'll make everybody happy, or you think it'll make everybody happy, or you don't want to cause a riff, or, maybe not feeling worthy of having an opinion of somewhere to go. So perhaps just working on those boundaries, where letting people take over and decide where you're going to hang out, where you're going to go, what you're going to have for dinner, and things like that. Making sure that you have your own input as a validation of your self-worth. All right. Let's see. So where have our boundaries been strong? And we can continue to work on those boundaries as well. Okay. We have the High Priestess. Okay, so it seems like we're complicated creatures as humans. But when it comes to our personal beliefs, that is somewhere where it feels like many of us, Aries, wherever it is in your chart, feels very strongly about it. If anybody tries to cross that boundary and what you personally believe, spiritually speaking, whether you consider yourself a spiritual person or religious person, or kind of on the fence, but it seems like there's that fence of like, nope, this is what I believe. Now that's really good, meaning you're not just swayed with the crowd, kind of like we had over here with when it comes to things that you want to do. When it comes to your spirituality or your religion, it's like, no, wait, whoa. Now you're invading some really private territory. But also remember that could go into an excessive position if we become closed-minded about our spirituality or our religion. Yes, we can have very strong beliefs, but don't forget to take into account new information as well, and just run it through your own filtration system. And if it sounds like something you connect with, great. If it sounds like it doesn't, that's great too. All right, so seems like we're having some very, very strong spiritual boundaries. All right, let's see. As with the Taurian energy, I know you guys are Aries, but going into Taurus season, Taurus is really good at interacting with others. Maybe not at the level of Gemini, but being really good with communication, and they would make really good leaders and CEOs and things like that, keeping in good contact with others. So where can we form stronger bonds with others? And we have the Two of Pentacles. Okay, when it comes to forming stronger bonds with others, either coworkers, friends, your neighbors, family, to really be in bringing everybody in to decision making, even if it's for fun things like, what does everybody want to do on Saturday? What should we do for the company picnic? Really putting your 2 cents in there, but also making sure other people feel heard as well. Remember, you practice what you want to have happen to you, right? We want people to listen to us and there to be open communication, and so we do that for others, so that they learn to do it back for us and perhaps others as well. So making sure that other people are involved in decision making, make sure they have a voice, and making sure they are heard. That is the way this month, especially, to build stronger bonds with others. And remember that our theme card was this great divide here. It's almost like we have a divide in this eternity symbol, and actually that's almost an eternity symbol there, almost. But yeah, when it comes to decision making, you know, if somebody has an answer or a point of view that's different and you're like, no, 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 we're only voting on this or this, you know, there is no this. Be open to it though. You know, let everybody have a say about it first before we shoot down somebody else's idea. Okay, and then our final card for this spread is a Taurian trait that we can embrace. Ooh, we have the Seven of Pentacles. All right, my little Aries, that fire energy. You guys can be sometimes quick to passions, quick to anger, a lot of quick, fast moving energy, especially when there's fuel for that fire. But a Taurian trait is taking things slow. And it isn't that Taurus never get angry. Once they get angry, it's like they explode, but it takes a long time. For them, it takes a while. It takes a while for building relationships. It takes a while for them to feel comfortable in a particular situation. You know, everything is so long and drawn out, and that's the way they like it, like moving at a nice, relaxed pace. So perhaps that's something that you can embrace for the month of May, Aries, is a nice, slow, and relaxed place, feeling, energy, especially if you guys are going to be feeling a little bit meh this month. You know, if you're kind of in an energy where nothing really sounds like fun to do, like normally the things that you normally do is just kind of like, you know, maybe you'll get creative and find something else that you've never tried before, and maybe that lights you up. But yeah, if you're definitely going to be in your energy's forcing you to slow down this month, then yeah, totally embrace that Taurian kickback, you know, everything in due time. All right, so let's take a look at an essential oil, you guys. So an essential oil, maybe you can incorporate this month. You don't have to. Maybe you have an essential oil that you would rather use instead that is similar in energy, or a particular herb. So we have, ooh. So this one is actually kind of a, I would say like a middle note. So finding an essential oil that is invigorating, and here we have bliss is the keyword. So the trigger statement, why am I here? The true statement, I make a difference. So especially this month, if you're including yourself into decision making, you're letting people know what you would like to do, or at least putting a say into something, putting your thoughts into whatever discussion there may be. Remembering that you make a difference, so really working on your self-worth. Okay, and it says you will have the motivation you need to express your light. Know that what you do today makes the world a better place. Okay, so if you guys can find any particular essential oil that you think would really wake up your senses, especially your throat chakra, to help you guys speak up, maybe some invigorating scent that also has a bit of bliss, taking our time, Seven of Pentacles. So maybe you guys can think of something for that. For me, let's see, what would I utilize? Something slow. I'm thinking one of my herbs over there, maybe chamomile. Chamomile is nice and slow and healing, but also I don't see it as a pushover plant. You know, chamomile is very powerful and it knows what a difference it can make. So for me, I would choose chamomile, but you guys, whatever you guys want to choose for your essential oil. Okay, a crystal that you can utilize for this month, and again, you don't have to utilize this very crystal. You can find one that is similar in energy, but we have rose quartz. Open up your heart, especially this if you're really trying to tune into your energy, to yourself. Where do you stand on certain issues? You know, what are your core beliefs? Where does your self-esteem, you know, where is that at? Where is certain boundaries, you know, as it pertains to where our boundaries are strong and weak and things like that. So probably, you know, gonna need to utilize a little bit of rose quartz. So just kind of soak in that good juju there. All right, let me put these cards in the middle here just so I can make more room for the other part of the reading. Okay, so my little Aries. Okay, let's look into a few areas specifically for you guys for the month of May. So let's take a look into your health, your wealth, your love, and your career. All right, so let's utilize my Witch's Tarot. All right, give me just a moment while I pull these 4 cards Aries health. Aries. Ooh, okay, already. Cool beans. Aries wealth. Aries wealth. May 2022. Aries wealth. May 2022. Aries love. May 2022. Aries love. May 2022. Aries. Whoop, whoop. Aries career. May 2022. Aries career. May 2022. Aries career. May 2022. Okay. All right, let's put these cards off to the side so I don't get them confused. And Aries, let's take a look into your health for May 2022. Gosh, it's like we just started 2022, and I don't know about you guys, but I feel like we're still in February. It's like, how are we getting very close to my birthday, which is in June? I'm just like, this is insane. Anyway, Aries health. We have the Four of Swords. Oh my gosh, we have fours coming up again. Remember before we pulled the Four of Cups for something that you are having an excess of in abundance, and that is that meh feeling, not feeling like you want to go to the gym right now, not feeling like I want to go do this right now, not feeling like the things that you normally want to do. Please listen to that. It doesn't make you lazy. It doesn't make you not hardworking. It just means that you are in tapping into your energy, you're understanding your body and what your body needs. And that actually makes you probably in the long run a far more successful person, because you are not basically running yourself into the ground, at every chance you can get, running yourself like a race car, but basically mistreating that race car. Okay, so really take the time to rest. I do feel that if you guys continue to push yourselves as you have been, you fiery little signs, that you will start to feel kind of the breaking down. So like getting sick, catching a cold, stubbing your toe, anything that's going to force you to stay seated. Like just chillax, just chill out. So in order to avoid, perhaps, getting a terrible cold or hurting yourself inadvertently, then really do take the time to rest and listen to yourself, as best you can. I know that we have busy lives, and I know we have things to do, but sometimes there are things that we can delegate, things that we can put off till a later date, as opposed to the things that need to occur like 5 minutes ago. So just maybe take a look at your schedule, try and rearrange things so you don't basically run yourself sick. All right, Michelle says, time is flying by too fast. I know, girl. I'm just like seriously, today I was sitting on the beanbag chair that we had this morning, and I thought it was already the evening time, but it was not even noon, and I was just like, I'm so thrown off by time right now. Like, time is just doing its own thing. That's cool. All right, Aries, let's take a look into your wealth. And here we have the Queen of Swords. Okay, so as it pertains to your finances, if you guys are thinking about making some bigger financial decisions, like maybe you are looking to investing in gold and silver, like precious metals, like I invest in precious metals, like that's my retirement, so maybe some people are investing in crypto, maybe people are making big purchases on a home or a vehicle, or vehicle repairs, whatever it may be. When it comes to wealth, again, really honor your energy and the time that you need to slow down and take a break, because if you continue to push yourself with all of that Aries energy, just go, 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 and like I said, health-wise, you could run yourself ragged, run yourself sick, or hurt yourself. Mentally, that's also helping to cloud the thinking. So it wouldn't be the best time to make huge decisions financially if you're not in the right headspace. Now, if it's absolutely like you must make these big financial decisions, well, then you need to look at the other side of the coin. Then you need to really honor your energy and really take care of yourself so that you have the mental clarity in order to make those big decisions. But I do see for a lot of you, this might not be all of you, but a lot of you are making some big financial decisions here in May. So you're going to need all the mental clarity you can get. So please take care of your energy. Try not to run like a crazy head. All right, so let's take a look into your love life. So whether you are with someone, without someone, you're just kind of around. Maybe you're just in love with the universe, and that's cool too. I mean, who's not in love with the universe? Here we have the Three of Pentacles. All right, so actually this is a very specific message, so it might only be for a few of you. This might not be for everybody. I just kind of, as the energy comes through, I just spit it out. So for a few of you Aries, you might be going through, these are specifically for people who are with somebody, like you have a partner. I do feel like you guys might be going through a bit of a rough patch, and so I know oftentimes people just try to fix things in-house. You know, if you're having an issue with your husband, wife, partner, whatever it may be, boyfriend, girlfriend, who knows. Oftentimes the two people just try to resolve it on their own, and sometimes it gets really frustrating when they can't just resolve it on their own. And it's very hard because you're in it, you're in the situation. It's very hard to like take a step back and get a person that is not involved in their observation. So you might want to bring in someone, so perhaps a therapist or a really, really good trusted friend, perhaps for the both of you, to help you through this challenging time in your relationship. And remember, you know, all relationships, they take work. Sometimes they're rainbows and unicorns, and sometimes they're like, ugh. But you have to work through them, because that's how you guys build stronger bonds. That's how you guys get to know each other really well. You get to know the other person and yourself as you guys both grow in that situation. So as it pertains to love, I'm getting specifically for people who are in a relationship, it will behoove you to bring in a third party, bring in some people that don't have a, you know, say in the fight, there's no dog in the fight. They just, you know, can take a look at it and say, hey, maybe you could try this, maybe you could try this, maybe you guys can both try this, you know, have you thought about this? But definitely needing that outside perspective, I think, would really do you good. Okay, taking a look into career. Hey Ange, how are you? All right, career-wise, and we all have a multitude of careers. Some of us work from home, and some of us go off to the daily grind somewhere. And here we have the Six of Pentacles, and ain't if she just sitting pretty, you know. All right, so Six of Pentacles, I see, well, this is if all things are taken into consideration. So think about all of the messages that we got earlier, you know, the crystals to work with, the essential oil, you know, being able to listen to others and letting them voice their opinions as you do the same, honoring the times that you feel a little bit sluggish, a little bit meh, and taking it easy, trying not to burn yourself out, working on having better mental clarity by getting enough sleep, you know, things like that. If you can work on those things to the best of your ability, career-wise, I do see things going really well this month, actually. So whether you own your own business, and we'll be celebrating actually our 1-year anniversary, May 1st, for Desert Cauldron. So we'll have to definitely have a little bit of party with that. So maybe a sale, or just, I don't know, we'll have some kind of party. But definitely I do see some rewards with taking care of yourself, and it's going to translate into other areas of your life. And here where it's translating big time is into your career. So definitely, yeah. And acknowledge when those good times happen, you know, so that you're always acknowledging every day the daily gratitudes, you know. That's something that I have been trying to work on much more closely this year. So, and it's been working out well, you know. Okay, let's see. Let's bust out another deck, you guys, and let's take a look at an opportunity and a possible block coming up for Aries for May of 2022. And I'm going to use the Universal Folk Oracle. This is from a lovely creator out in Scotland, by the way. Scotland's so beautiful. One day, travel the world, see all the places. Okay, so let's pull these cards. A possible opportunity for Aries in May. Whoop, there you go. And a possible block that we can work on and overcome. Of course, so that we can always grow, add to our toolkit, and be an ever-evolving, shining version of our true selves. Okay, let's take a look at a possible opportunity that we could have in May of 2022. And we have healing And it says cleanse, hydrate, dissolve, purity. So the opportunity then is to really get to know yourself and how your energy truly affects the 3D world. Like really knowing this at a soul level, or even at, I would, human level. Our human selves are a little bit slow and sometimes take time to catch up and understand what it is that our spirit, which is eternal, understands. And so as a possible opportunity is, yes, like I was saying, that chance to really understand yourself if you're honoring your energy, like just really taking care of yourself. And that's something that I've really tried to do this year, for the past actually whole year, is really listening to my intuition, listening to when I don't want to work out, listening to when I do want to work out, listening to when I don't want to work on this stuff, but when I do want to work on this stuff, and really playing into that. And I noticed that even though it seems like something small, like just something I'm doing for myself, it has such a ripple effect on the outer world. It has a ripple effect on my relationships, you know, both platonic and romantic. It has a effect on my job, you know, my what I do here, you know, and my income. It has an effect on just the people that I interact with on a daily basis, and what happens, you know, on a daily basis. It's all affected with me just being more aware of what the human wants and what the spirit wants. So you have a wonderful opportunity to really build a strong bond with your spirit and the human. So those together. All right. A possible block that we could run into, Aries, we have create. It says dynamic, inspiring energy and gifts. So maybe this won't be the month that we're like off and doing this project and that thing and our creativity is woohoo. I mean, we have months like that, and other months are times for rest. Maybe in April, and we're still in April, you're kind of, you know, moving and doing and you're doing all these things. But in May, it might be just to take a breather, soak in everything that you just did in April. How does that make you feel? What kind of effect did that have on your surroundings? And just, you know, let that soak in for a bit. So please try not to get too frustrated if there are so many things that you had planned for May that you wanted to get done, but you just aren't feeling like you're up to the task energetically. Just honor your energy. Next month, there's always the following month, June. Maybe June is your month. May, take a break. Okay. Let's then go into the viewer's choice, you guys. So you guys get to vote on the question that you would like me to pull cards on. So actually, I am going to take out the 100 Ink Animals deck. And here are your two questions. And how you vote is you vote with an emoji, either a red heart emoji or a green heart emoji. If you don't have access to your emojis, you can just type red heart or type green heart. But anyway, I have my 100 Ink Animals here. Here are the questions, and let me tell you which emoji is connected to which question. All right, so everybody in the chat. Okay, vote with a red heart emoji if you would like to hear me pull a card for April showers bring May flowers. What lesson must be learned before my biggest manifestation can come to fruition in May? Okay, so vote with a red heart if you want to hear me pull a card for April showers bring May flowers. What lesson must be learned before my biggest manifestation can come to fruition here in May? So we have tons of manifestations. This is just the next one in line. All right. Vote with a green heart emoji if you would like me to pull a card for what outer truth am I ignoring? What outer truth am I ignoring? All right, you guys, go ahead and cast your votes. There's a few of you in here, so I believe that's even Steven will be able to have a clear winner of either red hearts or green hearts. And I can always flip a coin if I have to. All right, so you guys cast your votes. Again, vote with a red heart if you want me to pull a card for April showers bring May flowers. What lesson must be learned before my biggest manifestation can come to fruition here in May? Michelle said both are good, but Michelle has a green heart. And so that one is for what outer truth am I ignoring?
Is this the good stuff?
Oh, it is. I showed them earlier.
I'm gonna try it.
Oh, okay. And while you guys are voting, by the way, James was bringing by my Spirit Rising herbal blend, my herbal smoke blend that I talked about at the very beginning. When mixed with our little green friend, that is quite the like divination like blend. It's awesome, freaking awesome. Okay, so let's see. We have, well, Ange technically voted with a red heart, I guess, at the very beginning before you knew that there was voting. And Michelle has the green heart. Do we have anybody that can do a tiebreaker? Any tiebreaker hearts out there? So either red heart or green heart. So red heart, a lesson that needs to be learned before the next big manifestation can come through in May. And the green heart for what outer truth are you ignoring at the moment? Okay. So otherwise, I'm gonna flip a coin. So, oh, okay. Well, James can vote. Green heart. Okay, James votes a green heart. So it looks like we're going with green heart. All right. That was an easy tiebreaker. All right. So the green heart question is, what outer truth am I ignoring? Okay. Let's take our 100 ink animals. Oh, Mystic Eve voted. Looks like green wins. Green. All right, Michelle's like, yay. All right, so what outer truth are we ignoring, Aries? What outer truth are we ignoring? This kind of ties in with what I was already saying with the reading. So we have a pika, and it says harvest. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see that clearly. P-I-K-A. Okay, so what I'm getting with this is sometimes it can be a very hard pill for the ego to swallow when it comes to how we affect our environment and the people around us. You know, there are people that say that we are 50% of every interaction. You know, you're 50% of a relationship, you're 50% of a conversation. Even when we're not speaking and we let somebody else take over the conversation, that was 50% our conscious or subconscious choice to do so. But we put in 50% of that energy. And so sometimes when we have repeating patterns, negative repeating patterns in our life, or things that don't feel so good, it seems like that situation just keeps coming up again and again, no matter how much healing you feel like you're doing, or how far away you move away from something. It seems like these things follow us, and it could be coming from our 50% of what we're putting out there, how we are showing others how to treat us and things like that. So if you feel like something just keeps happening again and again, the same situation but different people, or even but it's like the same theme again and again, same arguments again and again, this might be where you need to not ignore, but actually feel into, why is this happening? Where's my 50% coming? You can do a meditation, you can pull cards for yourself, but where is that 50% of you going into this particular situation, and how can you heal it? So it's not like to point a finger at you and like, oh, look what you did, but to say, oh, wow, so I'm having, you know, I have part of this effect, right? I'm partly responsible for this, and that's the part that you can control, right? That's the part that you can take advantage of. You can't take advantage of, I mean, you can't make the other person do their 50% a particular way, but you can do yours a particular way. So you can say, oh, this is an opportunity for me to heal in this particular area. Once you know, you acknowledge it, you're working on it, there's no need for your higher self, the universe, to continue to play out this lesson again and again, because you're already working on it. You've acknowledged it. You don't need it in your face, you know, over and over. So something that you could possibly be ignoring then is your 50% in situations. And we have little Pika, our little Pika friend. Oh, yes. Okay. This is like smoking herbal tea. Anyway, let's go into our healing. Michelle says that's a great way to explain that. So for the healing, I have my little musical instrument here, and instead of the singing bowls this month, I decided, I want to play a little bit of this. My intention is for Aries, for you to come into a space this month, for the month of May, where you are listening to yourself, listening to your higher self, your needs, realizing your power. And part of realizing your power is taking responsibility for 50% of, our surroundings and the people in them. And working to heal those things so that we can grow. Definitely remember, this is not to knock anybody down and perform disciplinary action. It's like oh wow, now I know that, great, I can start working on it, healing it, or inviting this in, or releasing this idea or belief. So that's my intention with the instrument today, is just to get you guys into a space where you can work on what it is that you would like to bring in for May and what it is that you would like to release. Okay, so I'm going to point the camera down. Give me just a moment. There we go. And I'll scoot up a little bit. Oh, wait. There you guys go. All right, so at this time, I would like you guys to get into a nice, comfortable space. So maybe any noise-making devices, kind of set them off into a different room, or silence your cell phone. You can get yourself into a resting position, into a seated position, making sure the spine is nice and straight as you can. And start taking a nice deep breath in. All the way in, filling up the lungs, the diaphragm, and the stomach, and out. Nice full exhale. Belly button to the spine. Another nice deep breath in, and as you do, what is it that you would like to bring in? What understanding or what energy would you like to bring in from May of 2022? Breathe that in fully. Hold on to it. And release. Exhale. What is it that you would like to release? Perhaps the frantic energy of April will release this in May. But think about your intention. What is it that you'd like to release? And exhale, hold. And continue breathing in and out in this fashion. Okay, as you do, imagine also that there are roots coming out from your posterior, your legs, your feet. And these energetic roots that keep us all connected to Mama Gaia are going down deep, deep, deep into her fertile soil. And you realize these roots twist and twine and spin around as they make their way to the center of the earth and meet along other energetic roots upon this earth, from plants, from animals, from other humans and other beings. As you get closer to the core, you feel the warmth, the abundance, the gentleness, the power of the heartbeat of Mama Gaia, her core. Wrap the roots around those and feel grounded, feel connected, feel powerful. And bring in that source energy from your upper chakras, that beautiful bright white high vibrational light coming down through all of your chakras, illuminating your being, going down into your roots, down into the core of the earth. You are a beautiful conduit, a marvelous conduit between both worlds, the world of spirit and the world of earth, as source energy rides through your body, down through your roots, into Mama Gaia, and Gaia energy up through your roots, up through your chakras, up into source. And I want to add a little twist on this. I've noticed for grounding that if we ground with half our energy, or say half our roots into earth and half of our roots into ocean, I've found this to be a very grounding experience. I know it's unusual, but maybe you guys want to give it a go. All right, so continue with your intentions, and I'll begin the music. guys. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I haven't really ever busted out this instrument on the internet before, but I just feel it has a really nice feeling to it, so I just thought I would put it out there for you guys. Misha said, I was in the tub, gonna rewind. Rashani, so I am actually not pulling cards out for individual readings right now. This is more just the Aries monthly reading. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I'm going to go ahead and close up our circle. I hope you guys enjoyed all of the messages today. Again, this is for Sun, Moon, and Rising in Aries, or anywhere else it might be in your chart. Mystic Eve, you're very welcome. Rashani, no problem. Tomorrow, though, I think we're diving into Taurus tomorrow, I believe. But yeah, let's go ahead and close up that circle. I'm so glad you guys dug that. Yeah, I'm just like, you know, never played it online before, but you know, here we go. So I'm gonna grab my wand and close up that circle, starting at the north, which is off to the right of me, and thanking the elementals for creating this nice sacred space for us here today. So thanking the elementals of the north for helping us to cast our circle today. Thanking the elementals of the west for helping us to cast our circle today. Thanking the elementals of the south for helping us to cast our circle today. And thanking the elementals of the east for helping us to cast our circle today. All right, we thank you for your help. Our work is done. May we go in peace. All right, and so it is. Okay, let's blow out that candle. All right, so I hope that you guys have a wonderful rest of your evening. Here it's almost 8 p.m. here, Arizona Mountain Standard Time. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow evening with the next zodiac sign. You guys are all more than welcome to come and hang out, even if you don't have that particular sign in your sun, moon, or rising, or elsewhere in your chart. We'd love to have you. We love hanging out with you guys. So yeah, definitely come hang out, and yeah, don't forget that if you do partake, I hope you have a great rest of your 420. I'm going to maybe take a little bit more of my spirit blend and work at my altar tonight, and maybe mix that with our little green friend. And yeah. All right, so Michelle wishing everybody a good night. Good night, everyone. Peace, love, and chicken grease. Thank you so much. Oh, and by the way, wanted to thank everybody who has subscribed to this channel, everybody who's commented, everybody who's come to hang out, and all of my patrons. Thank you so much. So we have Michelle, Surian, Brandy, V, Samara, Kirsten, the Silver Wheel Witch, Kayla, Jason, and Brian. Thank you all so much. It means a lot to me. This is what I love to do, and I'm glad that I'm afforded the opportunity to do that with you guys. So have a great evening. Peace, love, and chicken grease. Peace out. Bye, guys.